Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Creative Culture Beats. My name's Dan Costello. I'll be your host for this evening, and it's exciting to be back. This is our second season of Creative Cultural Beats, and I'm really excited to be a part of it again. I got to do this last year, and it's feeling like a tradition, so it's wonderful to be back. I'd like to thank the Idaho Commission on the Arts for the grant, and that kind of was the catalyst for part of this programming, and just a lot of wonderful people that are connected with this program. The idea here is to try to bring in as many musical ideas that are culturally influenced, and try to share those things. And we've got a number of different ways that happens. Some of the beats get used in other projects or as part of our background tonight. We've got artists that have been all around the world, some local artists as well, and it's been a fascinating process to see how people get involved with this program. So as the host, I also get to play a couple of tunes for you. So I'm going to start with a song that I've grown up in Idaho all my life, and most of my holiday traditions are pretty standard, just kind of the idea of I'm not real strict about anything, but I do like the gatherings the most, and I think that's something that is pretty universal to a lot of different cultures. So the idea behind this song, I co-wrote this with a good musician friend here in town. His name's Bill Coffey. We wrote this for a program called the Idaho Ho Ho series of recordings, all local singer-songwriters that contribute a holiday song to an album that gets sold for charity. And this is called Make the Season Bright. And the idea was to try to capture as much of the imagery that we typically encounter when we have these gatherings for the holiday seasons. I think it's everybody's kind of got their different traditions, maybe a different type of food or a different type of music, or they're celebrating a completely different holiday. But the concept of the gatherings and sharing with people that maybe this is the only time of year you get to see them. Those things I think are fairly universal, and we tried to capture that in this song. So again, this is called Make the Season Bright. Cold, nights grow longer, and the day begins hours before dawn. Here inside, we're all gathered, we're drinking and singing old songs. So don't be shy, come play a tune for us, 'cause this ain't no silent night. It all comes back the moment that you feel the fires won't glow, and the hoping for snow, the children's delight. These are things that make the season bright. Naked tree boughs bobbing in rhythm as winter plays autumn's reprise. We all sit around the big kitchen table with the smells of the gathering feast. Oh, so don't be shy, give us a story, and please don't leave anything out. 'Cause you belong right here beside us, with the fires won't glow, and the hoping for snow, the children's delight. These are things that make the season bright. Bright are the stars, they seem to hang from the trees. So beautiful how the window panes freeze. Well, now we've filled up the house and fogged up all the windows, but there's always room for one more. open door invites you into the fire's warm glow, and the hoping for snow, the children's delight. These are things that make the season bright. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So beautiful how the window panes freeze when it's 3 degrees. Well, now the ham's almost gone. There's tea in the kettle and a smile is in everyone's eyes. So don't be shy, come sit beside me with the fire's warm glow and the hoping for snow, the children's delight. These are things that make the season bright, bright. Oh, these are things that make the season bright. Thanks so much, everybody. I'd like to maybe invite our first guest up at this point. Who's our first guy on the list here? Bring it on up. Everybody, please welcome B4G up to the stage.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. So
yeah, and we do have some like street language in here, so do apologize.
Street language.
Word up, word up. All right, we're good.
Falling on these haters like I'm James Harden, Southern like I'm Gator. Y'all just all have got it. Yeah. You just lame. Yeah. Falling on these haters like I'm James Harden, Southern like I'm Gator. Y'all just all have got it. You just lame. Yeah. Cross you over, step back, bust in your face. You just notice that. Shorty know she bad, I'ma handle that. I travel like a hippie, states in different cities, and I'm east of Mississippi. If she ain't swallow, she ain't whip it, and I'm blowing on a flower. So yes, I stay lazy. I said states in different cities, east of Mississippi. Swallow, she ain't with me, and I'm blowing on a flower. So yes, I stay lazy. Like I'm James Harden, Southern like I'm Gator. Y'all just all have got it. Call it to Ramona, what she doing with your phone? Met her last week, 7-Eleven on the corner. 5, for sure I had a phone. 10 calls, 20 texts, I think we got an issue. 9 days in, I love you and I miss you. Bitch is fucking crazy, but she blew me like a tissue. Up on social media, she hearting every picture. Texting through my phone, kid, I'm moving with ya. Girls like the devil, yo. I think I need to let her go. But I kinda like this. So I call her my Jody Arias. I ain't gonna lie though, you could be my psycho. I ain't gonna lie though, you're just my type though. Some kinda wrong with you, but I kinda like the thing you do. But I'm turned up on the fifth row. Fuck it, why don't you roll on through? There's some kinda wrong with me, but I'm loving me this Hennessy. I never thought that my fantasy would be to love a freak like you. Love a freak like you.
And now I'm gonna tell you a little bit what happened to me.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Knocking on my door, it's
3:30 in the morning.
How she find me? How she find my home? Raining all fucking night. Here she is,
Dressed in white,
in a one-piece mini skirt, wet.
damn, and her body tight, yo.
I've been talking to this bitch online.
What?
She loving all my shit.
Okay.
Now she calling from a mental institution, but there still ain't no resolution.
Girls like the devil, yo. I think think I need to let it go. But I kinda like this, so I call her my Jody Arias.
I ain't gonna lie though, you could be my psycho. I ain't gonna lie though, you're just my type though.
Some kinda wrong with you, but I kinda like the thing you do. But I'm turned up on the fifth of brew, I fucking want you roll on through. There's something kinda wrong with me, but I'm loving me this Hennessy. I never thought that my fantasy would be to love a freak like you.
Yeah. Body full of shrapnel.
Say, get your vaccination.
Body full of shrapnel.
To decrease the population.
Body full of shrapnel.
War against the nations.
Body full of shrapnel.
Facing death or incarceration.
Waking up to killing fields, it smells like COVID in your cup. You ain't gonna keep your job unless that ass gon' get stuck. Yes, you gon' be a star, prove your loyalty with a car. Can't fly anywhere, forcing lockdown, mask or poison in the air. Didn't you hear the mock-up of the beast? There's riots in the streets, just like Bangkok kids in the US. Start dying to breathe, and yes, believe the world's crawling in defeat. There's no time for peace, best believe the government's got your back. Fuck that, now I'm gonna talk real facts. The war on drugs ushered by the Bushes and 9/11. They forced the patriarch to know exactly where you camp. Now your cell phone is a GPS, now your ass is tracked. Living in the matrix, surrounded by amounts of code. What happened to this world that we used to know? Grab your gun, strategize, life is bold. No one's safe, young or old, bitch. Welcome to the terror dome. Full of shrapnel.
Say, get your vaccination.
Body full of shrapnel.
To decrease the population.
Body full of shrapnel.
War against the nations.
Body full of shrapnel.
Facing death or incarceration. Fox News lying, oldies dying, madness everywhere. Jobless mother, jailed up brothers, people are scared. Shells are empty, please don't tempt me, where's the freedom here? Got no credit, got no copay, hit the job fair. Let's not pretend politicians are racist. Suburbs in America, no they can't face it. Trying to build this government with less colored faces. And I'm trying to believe I'm no animal that's caged in. You could be anything they tell me as a child. Living in the land of free, you should be proud. The system tried to bury me, man, ain't that wild? But I should go to therapy, I'm extra violent now. Living up on Crystal Street, my mom was selling pussy. Sergeants in her bedroom, man, ain't that interesting? Living up on Crystal Street, my mom was selling pussy. Sergeants in her bedroom, man, ain't that interesting?
Body full of shrapnel.
Say, get your vaccination.
Body full of shrapnel.
To decrease the population.
Body full of shrapnel.
War against the nation.
Body full of shrapnel.
Facing death or incarceration.
Yeah. Check it. Once upon a time, not too far, not too long ago, bitches form a line, side by side, fighting for her on the hoe. Walking shady, bitches crazy, open doors for Mrs. Daisy. Lady, you ain't ready, contemplating lipstick on my meat. This beat is crazy. Mix it up, Shelly in my cup. Pour a couple shots of Henny, drop the penny, show me what's up. Word on the gram, girl, you're loud as fuck. Only fans cashing in, you're bound to get stuck. Tear it up, you know you like it rough. Punish you, easy deep up in your guts. Living for the limelight, then weaves are too tight. These bitches are a headache. Drop a couple hundred so you can get a petty.
Make the thing wobble, yeah. Make the penny swallow. Wanna see you shake it like there's no tomorrow. Make your daddy mad. Shake it cause you blowing up on Instagram. Okay. Make the thing wobble. Make the penny swallow. Wanna see you shake it like there's no tomorrow. Make your daddy mad. Shake it cause you blowing up on Instagram.
Once upon a time,
make that thing wobble.
Once upon a time,
make that thing wobble.
Once upon a time,
make that thing wobble.
Once upon a time, got you on the line. Understand how my dick gonna make it work. Trucking in my DMs with that Gucci mini skirt. My dick is
You ain't gotta pretend that you ain't want it. Already told your best friend that you been honey. You ain't gotta pretend that you ain't want it. Already told your best friend that you been honey. Make the thing wobble, make the bandit swallow. Wanna see you shake it like there's no tomorrow. Make your daddy mad, shake it cause you blowing up on Instagram. Okay. Make the thing wobble, make the bandit swallow. Wanna see you shake it like there's no tomorrow. Make your daddy mad, shake it cause you blowing up on Instagram.
Yeah, once upon a time.
Make the thing wobble.
Once upon a time.
Make the thing wobble.
Once upon a time. Once upon a time.
Yeah. Smell on me. She tastes so good so I can see. I see why you don't want to set her free. I'm free, but tonight your girl belongs to me. To me, yeah, lady, put a spell on me. Come kiss your girl, let it come quick. When she live with me, homie, that's it. She's down to ride, and that's her problem. I take her issues, watch me solve them. The way she look at me, you wouldn't believe. My mind going crazy, I'm thinking silk sheets, Trump Hotel, and gourmet plates. You Chick-fil-A and Motel 8. Homie, that's okay for a basic bitch, but not okay for a bitch like this. High maintenance, she got high standards. I punish her when she had bad manners. We skip foreplay, straight to action. 50 Shades of Grey, but we ain't acting. We skip foreplay, straight to action. 50 Shades of Grey, but we ain't acting. On me, she tastes so good so I can see. I see why you don't want to set her free. I'm free, but tonight your girl belongs to me. To me, yeah, lady, put a spell on
The look in her eyes, the shine on her lips, make a nigga wanna put her in this slip.
Yeah.
She's sucking on my dick. Bitch, I really want her. Girl, he's a shorter, begging for some water. Morning on my bed, pussy, I'm a killer nigga. Ass up, head down, hitting from the back. Hands across her throat, she like it like that. Rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat-tat. With me, you know she a freak. Wants to fuck 7 days of the week. I know she a girl, but tonight she my lady. Deep up beside her, she wanna have my baby. Cooking Mentos, cause I'm busting in her mouth. Wetter than a motherfucking storm down south. Now y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Pussy smells so good, wanna taste it, smile.
on me. She tastes so good so I can see. I see why you don't want to set her free. I'm free, but tonight your girl belongs to me. To me, and then they put a spell on me.
Yeah. This is B4G. I'm Israel. Thanks for all listening out there, y'all.
Yeah, I'd like to thank y'all for coming out. We got a new album coming out next year. So, yeah, appreciate y'all.
Word up.
Thank y'all so much. Boise Hive, what's up? Woo! What it do, y'all?
Thank you.
Tonight, Creative Culture Beats, bringing it from all over the place. You know, I'd like to maybe ask you guys back up onto the stage for just a moment, if we can, just to talk about the track there and just kind of your experience here in Boise. So, there he is. All right. Yeah. So, you know, either one of you guys, feel free to answer. You know, I'm just kind of getting familiarized with you guys' material. This is, you know, first time that I've heard you, and I'm happy to you know, bend it whichever way you guys wanted to go. If you want to talk about a specific thing or something. This being the Creative Culture Beats, one of the things that I do want to ask is, what's the cultural connection with the track that you do, and that's what draws you to this style of music. Just go ahead and tell me a little bit about that.
I mean, really just in and out of foster homes. Is this mic on? I don't feel like it's on.
I think that's
Hello.
check,
One,
check.
You want your
We
microphone?
can switch it up if we want to. If you guys are okay with that.
James, you want to help us out here?
Right.
James, you're wanted. You're wanted to turn this microphone on.
Oh, there it is.
On.
Oh, he's
Thank
got
you.
it. We're live. We're live.
We live after 5.
So yeah,
at
just
the Boise Hive.
So what's your
yeah.
cultural connection with that?
I mean, just growing up in and out of foster homes from Vegas to Sacramento, now here in Boise. Just I started recording at 11.
Nice.
So just trying to do something that I like doing, trying to escape home. And the main track that I was featured here tonight was James Harden, which was the first one. I mean, it's just about pushing negativity away and out of your life. And I reference James Harden, who's a basketball player, and kind of just he's not really well liked. So it's just referencing.
Took a little heat moving to Brooklyn. Yeah, he did.
Exactly.
He took some
See,
heat with that.
you know what I'm talking about. Just how he draws so many fouls, and does things a little orthodox than most in the NBA. So it's just about pushing negativity away and moving forward.
Nice. And go ahead and same question for you as well. What brings you into this style of music? What draws you to it? What's your cultural connection with it?
Pretty much grew up listening to a lot of Public Enemy.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of politics that I like to express. But on the other note, it's just, what we grow up every single day. You grow up with how society is and how it changes and whatnot, and just adapt to it. I don't know. And it's just artistically, I got to express myself. Hopefully inspires others, whether it's through creating a song through the mic or with instruments or paint or drawing, something like that. If I could do something like this, and I've done a lot of cool stuff, other people will be able to say, hey, he can do it, I can do it. This guy right here, he's done a lot of stuff in his time already, and I think he's an inspiration for those that are in the same situation.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's wonderful to see, almost everything that's connected with the Hive has been very connected with other parts of the community, and they really encourage that. But it's clear that it's drawing some people that are great inspirations for a lot of different, a lot of different cultures, a lot of different age groups, a lot of different walks of society. And that's exciting for me to see.
It doesn't matter the race, don't matter the age. It's like everybody got something to say, and everyone just needs a beat in the background.
Sure.
And knock it out of the ballpark. Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes back to the body full of shrapnel.
Okay.
With the COVID, how it impacted the world.
Right.
And there's a split belief in it. A lot of people, is it real? Is it not? Should we take the vaccine? Should we not?
Sure. And you mentioned the political connection. There was clear that was connected in both of your lyrics, and that plays a lot into it as well.
Yeah, I think a lot of artists don't want to talk about that because then you get 86th, right? So if you heard somebody,
at least by half of the group, right? There's going to be one half that goes against you and one half that cheers you on.
Yeah, and it's so from our standpoint, it's like we're not with the elites, and it's like our finance level isn't up here, so we ain't Beyonce and Jay-Z, so we ain't gonna, right? But right here we see the grid, we see the dirt, we see people's lives being taken away, and it's like, wait a minute. Right. All right. So it has gotten some movement on Facebook, YouTube, and that's pretty cool. A lot of people give their 2 cents about it, and hey, we just throw in our 2 cents too. No biggie.
Nice. Well, there's something to be said for just at least starting a conversation. You mentioned Public Enemy as an influence. I remember when those guys were first hitting the scene. I'm a kid in Idaho that's like, what is this what is going on here? I just really didn't have much of a connection to that. But then I started realizing, oh, wait a second. In this format, and because of the style of things they're doing and that background, they can approach it. A lot of other artists would probably be, like you said, blacklisted, or they'd be polarized. But these guys can say whatever they want to about it, and it really does start the conversation. It instigates a conversation and a community desire to solve the problem. So.
Yeah, for sure. And then I think it's just about no matter what you do, you're gonna get hate. You're gonna get people that don't like it. But I guess it just takes the right one person, to be like, what, I like that. We're gonna, listen to that, So that track has been listened to, and
multiple countries already.
Nice.
And it's just cool, kind of like laying your head at night knowing that, you know, some kid in Thailand, where he just came back from, has listened to that song. And, you know, whether they like it or not, at least they listen to it.
Yeah, oh, that's amazing. Yeah, so what's the Thailand connection? Just traveling there, or you just came back?
I train in Muay Thai,
Oh, okay.
and I've been training since 2010. And I got accepted into a show called The Underdog to go fight over there. It was WBC sanctioned, Panasonic sponsoring, a lot of great companies sponsoring it. So I flew over there, but their lockdowns are more serious than the U.S.
Right.
Once you land, not right now they're open, but when I went, you had to do 14-day quarantine in a hotel. Hotels are cheap over there, but not during quarantine. So they kind of like, yeah, they milk you. So you're stuck in a room for 14 days. Once you're out, you go to a training camp and you just fight, train. Serious. Yeah, sleep, train. Anyways, the show ended up canceling due to COVID-19.
Oh, wow.
So the
Like
percentage
so
rate,
many things, right?
yeah, percentage rate rose up, and then they had to shut everything down again, and it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Not usually people say you see the Thais smiling when you go down the street.
Right.
Not during shutdown.
Even there.
It's
Wow.
horrible, and
Yeah.
so I'm glad that they're open now,
Nice.
and I'd love to go back sometime and train some more. But that's why I was in there.
That's amazing how we talk about a lot of cultures, they only have their specific things, they only deal with their problems. The COVID pandemic was a worldwide issue, and everybody on the planet dealt with it and is still dealing with it. Almost 2 years later, it's just phenomenal to me that we've got such a shared experience. I mean, there's a lot of negative things about it, but if there is anything positive, we can kind of count on the fact that the entire world has had a shared experience with
It's very unique for this generation to go through
Right.
something like that.
Right.
And now you're going to be branded, whether you're accepted to go into a supermarket
Right.
or into a church or any kind of public area. The news don't talk about it, but if you go on YouTube and you go to European news, you'll see the riots.
Right,
and thousands and thousands of people, and they can't go to stores and get food for their kids because they're not vaccinated.
Wow.
And so this could be something hitting the U.S., and I think this is something they want.
Sure.
It's like, what?
Right. Well, and
That's crazy.
it's a public health crisis. We've got to find a solution for it some way. So, but it's a challenging, it's an incredibly challenging puzzle. So, well, man, thank you so much, guys,
Yeah, no
for being
doubt.
part of the Creative Culture Beats, and wish you the best on the tracks that you already have out. If you've got any, you guys have a project that's currently being recorded, like here at the Hive or anywhere else here locally, or
No, just we record at Bless Yourself Records in Nampa.
okay,
And it's a legit studio. It's pretty cool.
nice,
But a lot of our singles won't be out till next year.
okay.
But we do trickle out every once in a while online.
Okay, great. We'll make sure to try to get any of your connection data, all your web presence and other things there where your tracks are online. I imagine we've got the ability to put that together on the screen here. So.
No, I appreciate it. And a lot of people don't know, like probably nobody knows but me. This guy here is a single father of 3 autistic kids.
Oh, fantastic.
And he's doing a children's YouTube show with them
wow.
called Tater Tots. Is that
that's
right?
incredible. Right on.
And so if you guys could push that out, that would be awesome.
Okay, yeah, we'll definitely look for that. Tater Tots. That's here on a local station on YouTube. Okay, great.
But thank you for having us.
Yes,
Thank you, guys.
very
Thank
welcome.
you, guys. It was
Very
fun.
welcome.
It was fun.
Everybody, B4G. All right. We're going to bring up our next special guest for the evening. We've got, is that going to be Vil that's on next? D.e.f.C.o.n. Okay, D.e.f.C.o.n is coming up next. Everybody put your hands together for D.e.f.C.o.n. Let's bring them on up to the stage. Check. Woo!
How's everyone doing tonight? Yeah? Hey, great job, guys. You know what I mean? That was inspiring to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because my girl was watching me, like, you know, rock with it. And it's just cool, man, because I've been there, bro. You know, 4 prison terms. You know what I mean? I believe in some of the same things, you know what I'm saying, about that vaccine. And it's scary, bro. You know, and up here, we have the right to, you know, tell people about it. So good job, man. Keep informing these people, bro. Yeah. Hey, guys, man. My name is Jesse Osawa. I go by d.e.f.C.o.n, also known as Summer's True Love. Man, it's been a blessing to be here. Thank you, Rick, so much for inviting me out. You know, let's just get to it, man. The first song I'm going to do is what I wrote. I bought this beat off a dude named Danson off in L.A. and retitled it The 99 because I believe that Jesus Christ will straight up come save you wherever you're at. No matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing, he'll come get you. No. What I wrote? Yay. Check 1. Revival music. I thought that I'm worthless, never claimed to be perfect. They say take the drugs away, then there's enough of me finally can surface. What have I brought to the service? Every day I'm so nervous. How can I deal with these feelings when every day I'm still dealing with urges? Locked outside of my own broke soul, so hot out here. Why am I so damn cold? No family here, no place to go. Yeah, the streets are full, but I'm so alone. So I hit the floor and keep praying. You can say I prayed a lot in my time. You can say I talk to God on a daily. No, you can't rent space in my mind. There's no vacancy for complacency. There's no date for me to get high. Keep away from me, it seems lately you pray for me to just die. I've been scared to rise and get right. Yeah, it's been weird that y'all been nice. I'm so used to being on guard, really never know no peace in life. You've never left one behind, and I know you won't start now, but I can't clear my mind. Is there something that I missed? Have I gone to such a place that I just can't be found? I'm hurting inside, and I don't know how to fight it. With all these tears in my eyes, I put my trust in you, cause it's all that I can do. You're the only truth, the way and the life. You made me a promise, even though I'm dishonest. What have you done to me? Something is different, I feel it inside of my conscience. I burned all these bridges and living decisions I've made have depleted my options. Everyone's doctor was so contradictive that I proceeded with caution. And now I feel blocked in, backed in a corner, ain't getting me anywhere closer. At least in the corner, I never been worried about looking out over my shoulder. I reach for the remedy as the enemy keeps me surrounded by soldiers. Christ defending me, lending me time so I could rhyme for the cultures. Your love is so perfect, and I know I'm not worth it. Why did you die for me? Color me ivory, white like the color of pearl is. Death is the end of this sin, and I know I'm a man who definitely deserves it. Tell me the Lamb did stretch out his hand to give us a stance and give us a purpose. God's brand, I was on fire, by his grace he saved me. Rebuke the accuser, clothe me, bring me to safety. Dwell among me when I die, know your son will raise me. I walk in all your ways, don't care if any call me crazy. You've never left one behind, and I know you won't start now, but I can't clear my mind. Is there something that I missed? Have I gone to such a place that I just can't be found? I'm hurting inside, and I don't know how to fight it. With all these tears in my eyes, I put my trust in you, cause it's all that I can do. You're the only truth, the way, yeah. I'm a changed man now, gotta change the flow. I'm so grateful God came and saved my soul. There's no going back, there's a turnaround. I'ma keep it square, I thought I'd let you know. There's no bones to hide in my closet, there's no drugs to hide in my drawers. Your life's as dead as that doorknob if you ain't got Christ the Lord. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it no longer, I ain't gonna hold it back no more. I'ma get judged if I don't warn you. Lose a little treasure up in my store. Ain't about the gold I have in my safe, ain't about the funds I have in my stash. All about the love we have for each other, all about the love for God, and that's that. You can be serious or delirious and still end up out in those tracks. You could be a Pharisee or those Sadducees, and I'll be sad to see your soul snatched. I'ma answer up for all of my sins, probably why I speak a piece of my mind. Had a lot of things I thought I couldn't live without until I was a man with that sign. Never really saw my life until I saw the light. Had to give it to Christ to keep mine. You could be the 99, I'll be the one that God's gotta put work in to find. You've never left one behind, and I know you won't start now, and I know you won't start now. You've never left one behind, and I know you won't start now, and I know you won't start now. You've never left one behind, and I know you won't start now, and I know you won't start now. You've never left one behind, and I know you won't start now, and I know you won't start now. Hey, thank you all. Thank you so much, man. Woo! All right, next up is going to be Stay. Wrote this song when me and my wife broke up for a little bit. Did a little one of those separation deals, you know what I'm saying, and took off, and then I realized, man, what am I doing? And then you try so hard to get her back, right? Yeah, this is just how I felt, man, when I was going through it, so let's do it. Revival music. Can I get that beat up just a little bit? Yeah. Whew. Such a blessing to be here, y'all. Since you left, I've been so different. Still can't believe we've grown so distant. This pit in my soul makes me sick to my stomach, to the point where I want to vomit or lash out. Not to the point where I'm using back at the trap house, but to the point where I'm fading into the background. Now I see you in my dreams. I wake up and want to just scream, S-T-A-Y, here with me, I'm alone. And I know you feel the S-T-A-Y, here with me, I'm alone. And I know you feel the I missed you, but I ain't never missed the pissed you. I wish a great kiss could just fix these issues, but now I've grown cold, yo, part of my igloo. God's teaching me things while I'm carrying pig food we've been through. I just couldn't accept it. It tore me down seeing how I'm losing my best friend. To keep it real, it made me feel less than. But I love you, so I'll ask this question. Will you S-T-A-Y, here with me, I'm alone. And I know you feel the S-T-A-Y, here with me, I'm alone. And I know you feel the same. Asking me to stay, someday you might be in my shoes, yeah. Asking me to stay, someday you might be in my shoes, yeah. Asking me to stay, someday you might be in my shoes, yeah. Asking me to stay, so S-T-A-Y, here with me, I'm alone. And I know you feel the S-T-A-Y, here with me, I'm alone. And I know you feel the same. It's like you spit in my face, I still taste it. The craziest part about it all is I still crave it. I hate this, you were so perfect to lay with. And now I wake up every day and I'm anxious. My faith has died, I ain't gonna lie, I've been faithless. I pray and hope my words weren't wasted. You seem fine, I still gotta fake this. I don't even know why I'm still trying to say it. S-T-A-Y, here with me, I'm alone. And I know you feel the S-T-A-Y, here with me, I'm alone. And I know you feel the same. Hey, woo! Hey, thank you guys. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Man, it's funny how music can just move you, right? Like, it's funny so much, man. I'm always like in myself, the emotions are always just going like this when I'm up here performing, and it's just like, dang, it brings you back. You almost have to like get that out-of-body experience and just rap over the emotion, you know what I'm saying? Woo! Woo, such a blessing. All right, man, last up. Guys, I came and recorded this track here. It's called A Toast for Two. Man, I wrote this. It's funny. It has nothing to do with alcohol or any toasting like that. I was making a piece of toast for my daughters, and I was like, all right, I'm naming this beat A Toast for Two. Revival music, y'all. comments. I'm about to see a bassist do a dissertation. To me, that's prayer answered. I ain't got the words to phrase it. I got amazing friends all across a great nation. I'm in the garden at the Grove on a staycation. They say in moderation, everything's acceptable. That doesn't mean you get to swinging on my tentacles. I serve the highest general, place him atop a pedestal. Emmanuel, the county jail, state and federal. There's no wall built at all God wouldn't climb. Be careful dancing in the fire with the wooden spine. You hang with lazy tweakers, they only 2 and 9. If you understood that, you're probably just as screwed as I am. I follow Judas' line now, I won't quiet down. I'll do a show with Curtis Hoppy just outside of town. I have my boys from Go Agency provide the crowd. I'll get with Project and Barefoot to push the sound. God is love, I just want to serve him closely. It means a lot to me because I used to be a dope fiend. I know the struggle of a dad trying to make his monthly. Dropping weight, scared to death because my kids are hungry. Something's got to give, Lord, I'm at the end of a double barrel shotgun waiting for you to say something. I know you called me before, thought I was so cunning. I'm so tired of running. Lord, carry me through this cause I just can't do this. Lord, carry me through this cause I just can't do this. Lord, carry me through this cause I just can't do this. Lord, carry me through this cause I just can't do this. Yo, went in with boots chirp, got out with controlled violence. My flight plan started over with 0 mileage. These nights I'm more prone to close my eyelids cause I love dreaming of preaching on distant islands. It's my time to inspire minds at the right latitude. Get you off the avenue, build you up past the average you. I praise Jehovah wearing jet boots and Havasu. When's the last time you thank God for all the gas we use? New motive? Tell me about your prospect. We all pay our dues, hoping that they'll cost less. God moves through matter like he's silver surfing objects. No bounds to his yeses and amens. I take my dreams to him boldly and lay them down. It's only in his arms I ever felt safe and sound. And when I'm in his presence, I don't need 1,000 rounds. I got 1,000 angels, you don't want to see them loud. I drive like I ain't got a seatbelt, but don't judge me. I caught me cussing, and I don't drink the bubbly. I'm not allergic to nickel, but I think it bugs me. But if my wife cuffs me, I probably think it's funny. The Lord bestowed a sense of humor on me early on. Dad didn't really get it, didn't never want a nerdy son. That's why I never even flinched to hold a dirty gun, trying to always please someone. Lord, carry me through this, cause I just can't do this. Lord, carry me through this, cause I just can't do this. Lord, carry me through this, cause I just can't do this. Lord, carry me through this, cause I just can't do this. Yo, I used to smoke OG and shoot all the stop signs, selling white lies, black marketing my stockpiles. Proceeds mostly got me court fees and cop rides. Prayed for revision, now I see it all through God's eyes. No more feeling like there's nothing here to hope for. I think I agree with Nate. You see me down here, Lord? Please, Lord, help me rope a mare I can sing for. I brush your hair and strum her chords on my guitar. I've come a long way, stepping off that Bombay. Randy G taught me how to manage me in God's way. See it through, 100 proof, let the song play. Goals now, tour around the world. What up, Kanye? Everywhere, d.e.f.C.o.n, powered by Go Agency. Always down, ask around, come and pray with me. Elena Coates and me collab, that'd be a dream to me. CenturyLink sold out, yo, that's no vacancy. I looked it up in faith, look, I got my bags packed. I prayed for this for 20 years and never had that. Used to tithe, always hoping I get cash back. Father in heaven, I come to you now at the ending of my song, Lord. And I pray for everyone who hears this, God, across the internet, right here in this room, Lord. I pray that they find you. And I pray that you call on them, Lord, and you change their life. And you up them, Lord, forever and ever, God. I pray that as they hear this, they change from this day forward. Lord, carry me through this, cause I just can't do this. Lord, carry me through this, cause I just can't do this. Lord, carry me through this, cause I just can't do this. Lord, carry me through this, cause I just can't do this. Lord, carry me through it. 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 Lord, carry me through this. Lord, carry me through it. Lord, carry me through this. Hey, thank you guys so much, man. This has been such a blessing, man. I love being here. When I found this place, actually when Rick first invited me, I was like, dude, I know I'm gonna find my people there, man. You know what I'm saying? It was like, came from California, came out here. I was looking for people to rap with, just to hang out with, that love music just as much, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get your guys' numbers before you go, for sure. dude, it's just all about that, man. It's all about being a good community. And this place right here, wow, dude, I just felt so secure the first time I came here and just felt loved, welcomed, accepted. It didn't matter what my jacket was. It didn't matter how much money I had in the bank account. It didn't matter if I had a mental issue going on. You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter if I had my own views or religious views on anything. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's accepted here, and everything here is going towards a good cause, man. Thank you, Rick, again, so much for bringing me out here, bro.
Time that we thought we'd have, but before we get into anything else, I'd like to invite d.e.f.C.o.n back up to the stage and just chat a little bit about some stuff here. I'll move over here for you. Got it? Yeah. So, man, what a fantastic set. And you know, as a musician, I'm always tuning into a lot of the things there. You've got some really great. Both groups had fantastic production going on, and I got the sense that you might have a little more of a background in music, at least from the vocal approach. Can you tell me a little bit about that? What's the connection there?
Oh yeah, man, definitely brought up in a Christian home. Mom she's part of a 4-person quartet. You know what I mean? She's an alto. So growing up there, man, just having only hymns and Anne Murray, Neil Diamond, and stuff like that playing around the home. Nice. Her always asking me and my sister to try to do different parts so she could harmonize with us.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we were that crazy, Christian family, you know what I'm saying, flying down the road in a beat-up Volkswagen, you know what I'm saying, just singing to the Lord, man, you know what I mean? And it was funny for me because then in my younger years, dude, like, I'm talking probably like when I was 8 or 9, I started really, I heard Tupac for the first time, you know what I mean? I heard Biggie for the first time, right? And I was just like, dang, that's the music I want to do. Cause I just love the rhythm of it. You know what I mean? I loved it.
Yeah. The rhythmic approach to your vocal work is just spot on as well. That's really interesting how things get mashed together like that. It's I tend to blend a lot of different styles of things together, and I'm always fascinated by how that happens for other artists. That's interesting to hear the background on that, and that's cool. So. Can you think of maybe the first time that you started creating your own song? Like what impacted you enough to want to write your own lyrics or write your own song rather than just performing other people's music? You grow up and you hear the stuff on the radio. Maybe you start singing along. Maybe you're in a family that sings or in a group that sings or whatever. But I think there's something key to the kind of the moment when you start writing your own material. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
There definitely is, man. So 7th grade, 1997. I started writing my own music, and it was funny because I'm kind of going off paraphrasing in the Bible. God says, hey man, you'll do more than you will out of envy than you will out of just for me. You know what I'm saying? In a sense like that. It was envy. You know what I mean? I saw these rappers, I saw what they were doing, my brothers being Crip gangsters, you know what I mean? Straight up. I was like, man, I want to be that, so I need to fit that, you know what I mean? And I didn't want to be the guy that was coming out here rapping about stuff that I'm not doing. Couldn't stand that. I knew I couldn't stand that. Right. It was so funny because as a kid, you don't know what that means. But I was just like, dude, no matter what, I want to just be rapping about what I'm doing in life, And I was like, man, those gangsters look really good over there, man. Like, they always got the women, the cars, man, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted that so bad, coming from a broke home, Right. And so I just started writing like small little lyrics, I'd get like books of poetry and stuff like that and just figure out different scansions or like onomatopoeias in there and stuff like that, and just go through it, man. I started writing my own stuff, and it was kind of about like, what I wrote then was about you just, being in school, but trying to be like, I loved fighting. I loved education, but I loved fighting. I was that 4.7 GPA student who fought everybody, So I was just always trying to make music that was kind of aggressive and stuff back then. Gotcha. And it's just morphed now to where now I just want to make music that helps people. Awesome. That's it, man. No, I don't want to destroy anybody or, bring anybody down, man.
Not into picking as many fights, maybe.
No more picking them fights, man. You know what I mean? Yeah,
that's that's great to hear that just the connection from that and the kind of the through line there. So the definitely having the connection with your family as well. That's neat that you've got singing about your relationship with your wife or the relationship with your kids. Sometimes that can be kind of a reserved subject or a taboo subject, and I've tended to be a little more open with that, or that's a source for me for material.
Yep.
So it seems like that's a source for you as well.
Definitely is.
So that have you written quite a bit of material in that vein, or is it maybe just those couple of songs were kind of odd examples, or?
No. This is pretty much the vein that I'm landing on. It's family. Having been through 4 prison terms and the drugs that I've done in the past, and the alcohol, just abuse that I've done in the past and what that's caused me, I try to flow down the line of, and it's funny because I'm not coming out like, dude, don't do this, don't do that. That's nobody ever wants to hear something like
Everybody's
that.
got their own road.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to let them know what happened to me. Didn't make your own decision, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone might be like, oh, dang, dude, he kind of was going down the same road, or I'm thinking about doing what he was talking he did then. Maybe I'll change, or maybe I'll go ask him, hey, how'd that turn out for you? Hey, bro, I'll tell you how it turned out. Let's go out to have dinner. I'll take you out for coffee or whatever, and we'll chat.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So the 4 prison terms, and then you probably, I've had some issues myself, and I've had the fortune, probably, more of a privileged standpoint from, being middle-aged white guy from Idaho, that I've never really had too much trouble reconnecting with the community, but there were still some challenges, even with my connections from the past. I'm curious to know how you found the Hive. What got you connected with this place? Because this really, it seems like it would be an absolutely ideal cultural hub for what you're going through, or kind of what's happening there. Can you tell me a little bit about how you got connected with the Hive?
Yeah, definitely, man. So about 3 years ago, I came out here, and I was just hitting up Facebook groups to see, just random rappers I was noticing on there that were posting.
Okay.
I was like, hey,
so
man.
looking through just the local hip hop community, and okay.
Yeah, and it's funny because I remember looking up the Hive and seeing that it was a recording studio. But so I just skipped over it because I was like, well, they probably don't do live mic there. They probably don't do an open mic, or they probably don't invite people in and stuff like that. It has to be a really exclusive and stuff like that. Sure. So it's funny because I just skipped over it. And then, I got a job with the Go agency. They were Go Out Local at the time. And I was still telling the guys there, I was like, man, where is there open mics? Where are the open mics? And there's not that many musicians at the company. But they were like, man, I really don't know. I don't know. And then dude, Rick came on board, and he was like, hey, man. He saw what I was doing. I was always talking about music anytime I was passing him and stuff. And he was like, man, why don't you come down to Thursday night and check out the Hive, man? You know what I mean? Right. And I was like, what? And he told me all about it. You know what I mean? Right. I remember telling my wife, I was like, dude, I'm going down there. You know what I mean? I'm going to check it out. And dude, I love it, bro. I'm here. Yeah.
The awareness of that is key. It is even as a, it seems like the guitar and the singer-songwriters circles and things that are available here. Those are a lot more prevalent than most other styles, and even those sometimes can be hard to track down, especially after the last couple of years. It's just been incredibly difficult to have any kind of gatherings like that.
Yes, yeah.
But there's still been little pockets of communities that are still sharing a lot, even if it was just online, or if it was completely Zoom meetings or duo messaging or whatever it was. Some collaborations that were all digital, that were all web based.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Hive has been a really big part of that, both locally and with a wider net. They've got an ability to connect with a real broad range of
they do, man. They
styles,
do.
artists, and cultures. So
they do, yeah. And it's funny because I felt you feel like you're a part of the minute you walk in here. Sure. So you walk out of the door and you're hyping the place. You know what I mean? I do Instagram posts about the Hive, and I tell all my friends about it. You know what I mean? And it's just its culture has become a culture of mine as well. So it's in my mouth now, and I speak it to people. You know what I mean? And I keep praying that it just keeps on going on, man. Sure.
Well, and it seems to draw people like yourself who are open to that. I really applaud you for wanting to connect with the other artists that were here tonight, and it's something that can continue to grow there. I every once in a while I get an opportunity to be connected with something like this, where it really is kind of out of my typical vein. Most people see me as an acoustic guitarist or a jazz guy or whatever it is, but then I'll spend hours a day listen to a hip hop channel on Spotify or whatever myself.
That's right.
It's just something that I don't typically get connected in socially, but the art of it is I can tell there's a passion there for it, for sure. And to see a local community that supports itself and collaborates within its own groups and kind of helps each other out, that's that's the way it works. You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what genre it is or what the passion is. There, you know, it's a lot of it is the teamwork and the collaboration. So.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, when I first heard you get up on, remember, you know,
Right,
I was
right.
emceeing for the Go Agency. You know, you performed. You know.
Yeah,
And
I'm not sure what the first opening beats were that we had as music as we were just kind of getting ready for the show tonight.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that's a cool beat, and I was just jamming on my nylon string along with whatever hip hop beat was going
dude,
on.
I would love to collab with you, man. I remember when I first met
fun.
you, I was like, man, I really want to collab with that guy, but he's up here and I'm down here. Maybe I should just wait a little while. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's one of the beauties of you know, that's kind of the point of a show like this. You know, the Creative Culture Beats is to throw it all into the same box and shake it up and see what comes out of that. So
Yes,
it's a beautiful thing to have that being something that's supported here. So.
Amen, man.
And any other last words that you'd like to say?
Oh, man, I just want to do a big shout out to Brenda. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much that day that we came in here. You made me feel right at home. You know what I mean? And I am not usually good at working with different engineers and stuff like that, but I'm telling you right now, I'd hire you anytime. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you. Yeah.
Excellent.
And thank you all for coming, man. This has been great.
d.e.f.C.o.n, everybody.
Hey.
Fantastic. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Well, I think we've got a little bit of time left for a show here. We can maybe throw a tune or two in. Really like to thank, again, B4G for coming out and also d.e.f.C.o.n for being our performers tonight. That really fantastic opportunities that are happening with anything here at the Hive and also with this specific program, the Creative Culture Beats. You can find more about that out at the boisehive.org, and we've got a lot of different things that you can get connected in. You can tell that there's a really great collaborative spirit to this venue and to the organizations that are affiliated with it. And so I hope that's something that everybody gets a chance to find a way to participate, because you won't be disappointed with that, and you'll add yours to everybody else. You know, everybody would probably benefit from your presence here as well. So hope we can put that together for everybody. Do a little tune in here. So an interesting part of being a host for something like this is a lot of times I come into it not really focused on my own music, more focused on the hosting part of it, and so I don't know if I'm making the best pick out of my library, but this is one of the songs that's just kind of still on my brain right now. This is the most recent song that I wrote. I don't write a whole lot of songs. I write more music than songs, I guess. But this was the last song that I wrote earlier this year. This is called Amigo's Wish, and it's inspired by a guy named Amigo the Devil, who's a fantastic singer-songwriter. Travels through Boise every few years or so, and he's just a really interesting writer. He's a very, very dark writer, and typically I'd say he's about 3 or 4 shades darker than most of the material that I typically write, but is definitely inspiring. And I certainly didn't mean him any ill will by referencing him in this song. I couldn't get the name out of my mouth, and it really stuck. So this is called Amigo's Wish. Amigo, the devil's wish came true, 'cause now it seems I'm dead to you. We both did what we had to do, but you never loved him as much as I loved you. You never loved him as much as I loved you. We both know what we did wrong, fine, I took a hint, but I took too long. You tell all your gals what you've been through, but you'll never love him as much as I loved you. I never loved him as much as I loved you. Well, now he kept on repeating the same old lie. Oh, that amigo, he ain't no friend of mine. He might seem pretty shiny and new, but you'll never love him as much as I loved you. Never love him as much as I loved you. Someday soon we'll all be gone, and my love for you will linger on. And he'll be the one buried next to you. Oh, but you'll never love him as much as I love you. Never love him as much as I love you. Never love him as much as I love you. Never love him as much as I loved you. A little tune called Amigo's Wish there. One of the other things that I found fascinating about this program, you know, we did one last year, we did this one this year, and I hadn't been aware of any of those artists before the show. It was my first experience with them, and it seems like every single element of what we got a chance to discuss is absolutely fascinating to me. You know, it seems like every one of these artists have this entire, this whole world, this whole atmosphere around them that's really fascinating to me as both a musician and just somebody, you know, as part of the community. So I'm excited to get to hopefully get to know some of these other artists a little better as well over the time, and maybe we'll see them out and about in the performing community here, and then we'll get a chance to make more connections through that. I'm excited about hearing that. I think we maybe got time for one more, yeah? Great. This is a little instrumental guitar piece that I recently wrote. Very simple, but I had a friend of mine that had become very dear to me, and she took off for a trip to Europe for about 3 weeks, and we realized how long 3 weeks is. That's that's an awful long time. I was just so happy when she came back that I was just kind of sitting around playing some music for her in the living room, and this it just came out. I hadn't written it before, probably stealing it from half a dozen things that rattle around in my brain, but yeah, I guess that's what a lot of compositions are anyway. Anyway, this is called Welcome Home. Boise Hive, everybody. It's Creative Culture Beats. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate our guest artists, B4G and d.e.f.C.o.n. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing your art with us. And we'll hopefully keep this rolling. If you see more information about it at boisehive.org, feel free to jump in, participate, and we'll keep it rolling into 2022. So thanks, everybody. Good night. Appreciate it.
Tries to control the silence. We don't ever